Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Swami Samad Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Gurudev Datta, Shri Trimbakeshwar Maharaj Ki Jai. Ganga Godavari Mata Ki Jai. Sat Guru Param Punya Moidada Ki Jai. Shri Swami Samarth Guru Mauli Ki Jai. Hi, thanks for practicing yoga today. So let's go ahead and begin as we are in Swastikasana or Sukhasana, cross-legged, and simply turn to the right. Take the left hand over the right thigh, right hand behind, and turn. If you find that you're leaning back to get your right hand down, then simply raise the height behind your hand. Put a block back there or a blanket or something if you're sitting up on some blankets like I am, so that you're not leaning back. The spine should be upright here. The chest should be open. The shoulders should be back. The face and throat soft as you focus your mind, your attention around the lower band of your abdominal area and turn down there. The right side, bring that back and around the spine. The left side forward and around the spine. And then also be focusing your mind and using your mind, coordinating with your breath. So on the inhalations, lift up taller, open out wider, and then on the exhalations, release without closing, without shrinking, and see if you can turn more on some exhalation. And then go ahead and let go without shrinking, turn back to the middle, and then turn to the left. Now as you're turning to side here, are you aware of what's going on down in the buttocks? So when we were sitting straight forward, your weight was equally placed on the buttocks, divided on the buttocks. But now as you turn to the left, the right buttock tends to want to get light. So don't let that happen. Keep the buttocks, both buttocks down. Don't let the right buttock slide forward either. Keep it in place so the lower body stays as it was, just you're turning in that lower abdomen band. And then let go. And now notice, look at your legs. Which leg is in closer to you? So it's standard, it's customary to bring the right leg in first. But whichever leg you had in first, change so that the other foot comes in first. So change the cross on the legs. Extend up through the spine, through the top of the head. And now let's do another posture that we haven't done before, something called Parvatasana in Swastikasana. So this is Swastikasana. Parvatasana means mountain pose. We've done another mountain pose where we're standing up, Tadasana. This is Parvatasana. And it's Parvatasana in Swastikasana because we're doing the upper body of Parvatasana with Swastikasana legs. So now simply clasp your fingers up to the webbing. turn the palms forward, away from your face. Straighten the arms here. So if you have trouble straightening your arms as I do, pump your elbows towards each other to try and break some of that stiffness and get those arms straight. And now pressing the fingers into the backs of the hands, keeping the back shoulders down, take the arms up over the head for Parvatasana. And now stretch the hands forward. Keep the arms straight as you bring them back down. Undo the fingers. And now again, clasp the fingers up to the webbing. Now you probably did it the same way. So just like we changed the cross on the legs, we must change the cross on the fingers. We have two hands. So undo and bring the other finger, the other hand, on top. So that you've crossed the fingers the other way. And then take the palms forward, straighten the arms, stretch the arms up over the head. For Parvatasana. Stretch the hands forward as you bring the arms back down. And then let's come out of cross legs and change the sitting posture to Virasana, hero's pose. So I'll show that from the side, but we've done it before. So you want to kneel up, have the knees together underneath you, the feet apart, so that you can get the buttocks down between your feet. Before you go take the buttocks down, take the flesh of the calves. So with your thumb or your fingers, dig into the back of the knees, pull the calf flesh back and out as you sit down between the feet. So the feet should be pointing straight back. Take your knee skin and lift the knee up slightly and pull that skin towards your face to help stretch and open the skin on the fronts of the legs. So now if you find, like I do, that your buttocks aren't on the floor here because of tightness in the knees or the ankles, then you'll need to take some type of height underneath the buttocks so that the buttocks can sit into something. And then have the hands on the knees, on the thighs. Now having the hands on the thighs, okay, you want to slightly pull the thigh flesh towards the body. And what you'll find as you do that is that the chest opens and the shoulders go back. And then also in Virasana, hero's pose, we want to make sure that the thighs are descending. So also let your thighs melt away from those fingers and palms. So let the thighs just descend down towards the floor as you're sitting here. And then once again, let's do Parvatasana in Virasana now. So clasp the hands, stretch the palms forward, take the arms up over the head. You want to end up with the hands back, the arms behind on the back side of the head. Don't arch your back as you're here. So keep the spine straight, keep the abdomen coming in towards the spine. Stretch the hands down. And let's change the clasp on the hands. So the other finger on top. Turn the palms away. Make the arms straight. Stretch them up over the head. For Parvatasana. In Virasana. And then go ahead and bring the hands down. And now, let's do another posture with the arms. So we'll do a little arm work here as we sit. So I just moved the buttock flesh back and out because I felt that I needed to do that. So Gomukasana. So we're going to take one arm up, bend the elbow, bring the hand down between the shoulders, take the other arm around the back, and clasp the two hands behind the chest. If you can't clasp your hands back there because of tightness in the shoulders, then you can take some type of strap and just lay it over your right shoulder. And then let's stretch the right arm up over the head. Now bend at the elbow, bring the hand down, grab the strap. Take the left hand over the top of the head to move this tricep up and the elbow back. Keep the upper arm by the side of the head. Take the left hand away, around the back, bring the back of the hand towards the back, and either clasp your hands, or if you can't reach back there, then you can grab the other end of the strap. For Gomukasana in Virasana, since we're not doing the leg action of Gomukasana right now. So this upper arm, it needs to stay by the side of the head. Don't let the elbow point out to the side, but point it up to the ceiling. And then gently let go. And then let's change sides now. So you'll put the strap over the left shoulder. Take the left arm up over the head. Bend the elbow, bring the hand down between the shoulder blades. Take the strap, go ahead and encourage that arm to come into a better position next to the head. And then take the other arm away around the back and either clasp the hands or go to the strap. For Gomukasana. Let the head and neck be free here as you do this. Don't arch your back as you do this. So I have some issues in the lower spine, which is actually why I started practicing yoga. And this posture can cause me pain in the back if I'm not careful, because of my tight shoulders, I'll work too hard. I'll try too hard. I'll arch the back to get the hands closer together. So keep the abdomen back, the lower back soft as you do this. And then let go. And you should do that one again, but we're not going to. So go ahead and come on up here. We've been sitting for a few minutes now, cross legs and bent knees. So let's go ahead and neutralize with Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose. So place the hands up at the front of the mat, spread the palms, have the fingers spread evenly, tuck the toes underneath you, and then come up, straightening the legs, straightening the arms, lifting the buttocks by pressing the hands, letting the head come down towards the floor as you move the chest towards the thighs. we've been doing a posture or postures where, the knees are bent, we're all bent up and we're getting stiff and sore. Adho Mukha Svanasana is a great way to just neutralize everything quickly. And then bend the knees, come down, put the big toes together, take the knees apart, take the buttocks down towards the heels for Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero's pose. So notice as we do Virasana, the classic posture, sitting, we have the knees together and the feet apart. But then when we do downward facing hero's pose, as we are now, we have the toes together, the big toes together, and the knees apart. So notice that difference there. And then walk the hands back to push yourself up to a seated position. So I'm going to keep it short today. So those couple sitting postures and arm actions, you can do those either at the beginning of a yoga practice, before you really start doing more intense whatever poses you're going to do in your practice. Or you can also do those after you've done those intense postures. And now you're kind of winding down. So a yoga practice, it should be like a bell curve. So not only does a yoga practice and these yoga postures work on our joints, our muscles, our ligaments, our tendons, our mind, but our nervous system is an extremely important part of this whole yoga journey. And so you want to shape your yoga practice like a bell curve. So you want to start ramping up, start in a gentle way, and then bring the intensity up, whether you're going for some certain posture or group of postures or effect, whatever it is you're trying to do. That's like the main, the height, the peak of the bell curve. And then you want to start winding it down. So you don't just start off full bore and then end, but you work your way up to whatever it is your goal of that practice is, and then you taper yourself back down until you finally end up in Shavasana at the end. So you want to make sure to end with your nervous system quiet, because this yoga is very powerful on the nervous system. There's big effects in the nervous system. So thank you for practicing, and we'll see you next week. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshvara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Swami Samarth Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Gurudev Datta. Shri Trimbakeshwar Maharaj Ki Jai. Ganga Godavari Mata Ki Jai. Sat Guru Param Punya Moridada Ki Jai. Shree Swami Samaj Guru Mauli Ki Jai.